Good day and thank you for joining in. It's the last day of competition here in Bhopal, India for the 2023 ISSF World Cup in Rifle and Pistol, getting ready to start one of the hardest, most technical disciplines in the sport, the 50-meter three-position event. It's time for the ladies today as the men finished their competition yesterday, and some are probably already on their way home to prepare for the next World Cup. We've gone through the disciplines of 10-meter in the first 3 days, yesterday opening up with the 50-meter and the 25-meter disciplines. So if you didn't catch the finals, you can go to the official YouTube channel or the official Facebook page of ISSF. It's all there. It's been a incredible week here in Bhopal, India. We got to know the shooting academy, the MP State Shooting Academy, where some of the athletes have a potentially bright shooting career that came out of the academy, where they had the chance to train with the best equipment, which definitely helped them to get better scores, find themselves at the top of the ranks. And we've seen Indian athletes doing very well in this World Cup as well. These are the event details for the 50-meter rifle three-position. As I already said, it's the ladies first. We're going to be seeing 2 series in the kneeling position, 2 series in the prone position, and then 2 series in the standing position that decide for the 7th and the 8th place in the World Cup. Continuing on with another standing series for the 5th and the 6th place, and one more for the bronze and the 4th place, when we get to find out who goes in the gold medal match, where we start off with single shots in a time of 50 seconds to get to 16 points. It's the magic number that gets you to the top of the podium. 8 ladies are here, firing points 8 to H, and they will just be coming out soon. From Hungary, Switzerland, USA, China, India, Japan, and Czech Republic, 7 nations will be at this final for the World Cup in Bhopal. First of all, coming out, mixed silver medalist from a couple of days ago with Ishton Penny, who was yesterday won the silver, 21-year-old Esther Denish. 24-year-old Franziska Stark. She's coming here with 2 World Cup golds from Jakarta, team and mixed team event. Maybe it's time for an individual medal. Sejin Mandalina, she was 6th in the final for the 10-meter, 29 years old. We'll see how it goes for the 50-meter. Zhang Chunye, 19 years old, has a World Championship bronze medal from the team event. And you guessed it, if you're hearing the cheers from India, Sifkaur Samra, 21 years old. The only World Cup medal she has so far is a team bronze from Changwon last year for the 3-position 50-meter. Shiori Hirata, 23 years old, shot in 4 World Cups in the finals, but has not yet won a medal. And the 30-year-old Aneta Bravkova. And last but not least, the 22-year-old, the 2nd Swiss athlete, Serena Hitz. The officials on each side, as we know it, and the Chief Range Officer, Mr. Viren Pat, ready to conduct the 50-meter three-position finals. The athletes are coming in first within the kneeling position, so they'll be just starting with sighting shots. These were the results after qualification. Zhang took the first place with 594. She is 6 points better than Samra, and then Madalena as well with 588. Goes down to the Swiss athlete Hitz. She had 584. That was enough to get into the finals. From the 38 ladies that took their position on the firing point this morning in qualification. Six minutes on the clock for sighting time in the kneeling position. I already said there's going to be 2 series of 5 in the kneeling position. Then change over time, 6 minutes. Esther was a junior world champion in Lima 2 years ago. She's only 21. She won the last year's World Cup in Cairo.
Two series of 5 shots to be fired in 200 seconds.
24-year-old that started off very well at the beginning of the year in Jakarta. As I said, mixed team event and a team event, gold for the 50-meter. Here's the coach giving a little wave.
Changeover from prone to standing position.
Sejin Madalena,
Standing position again. 2 series of 5 shots.
5th in Tokyo for the 50-meter 3 position.
250 seconds.
Has a world championship gold in mixed team for 50-meter prone in Cairo last year. She has 4 World Cup medals, but she still has to win the gold.
The remaining 4 athletes fire a further series of 5 shots in a time of 250 seconds, after which place 4 and gold medals will be decided.
We saw Zhang and now Samra, 21 years old. The only World Cup medal she has is a team medal from 3 position, 50-meter in Changwon 2022, bronze medal. Hinata was successful at the 14th Asian Championships, but hasn't yet been able to win a medal in the World Cup, even though she was in some finals. Aneta Bravkova, Czech Republic. She just missed her place in the finals at Cairo, the World Cup a few weeks ago. Now she gets a chance here in Bhopal to shoot her shot. We'll see. And last but not least, 22-year-old Serena Hitz, successful in the last World Championship in Cairo, winning 5 silver medals, some for the 50-meter discipline, some for 300-meter disciplines, prone and the 3 position, team and individual. But all silvers, 5 silvers in the World Championship. Some VIPs in the stands, of course. It's not unusual for the athletes to shoot more than one discipline. Usually it's the 10-meter, 3-position 50-meter, maybe prone as well. But then some of them go the step further and shoot the 300-meter disciplines, prone and the 3-position, which can be a lot of shooting in one competition. The Chinese athletes have been very successful in this World Cup. Yesterday, again, Du Lishnu won the gold against István Penny from Hungary. Today, Eszter Benes is here, István's teammate, to try and maybe find herself on the podium as well. The Swiss athletes, yesterday, 2 of them in the men event, with Jan Lokbichler winning the 3rd place. Again, 2 Swiss athletes today. In the women's event, let's see if they get to be as successful as men yesterday. Twenty more seconds and we start the first 2 series of 5 in the kneeling position. Usually the best shots we see in the prone position, then it goes kneeling, and the standing is definitely the crucial one, as it determines mostly who's gonna end up at the top. The athletes have 2 series in kneeling, 2 series in prone, and then 4 series in the standing position, continued with the single shots in the standing position. So they mostly stay in the hardest of the positions.
For the first ranking match series, load. Start.
3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Five shots. Stark and Denner starting with some nice 9s, but Hirata and Zhang come in with a 10. Samra with the strongest one so far, a 10-4. Already getting strong cheers from the spectators. Rapkova coming in with a 10-7. Madalena as well. That put them up on the top of the rank immediately. Hirata shooting a 10, then a 9. Back to 10.5. Eszter. Those cheers are for Samra. It's 3 strong 9s from Danish. Now another one. She has not hit a 10 so far. Zhang hits a 10.9. Look at that. Not always easy to find the camera that is taking that shot. Zhang finished out with a 10-4 and currently taking the 2nd position. Madalena 6th in the final for the 10-meter. So far it's It looked a little better, but now with that 9, ah, she knew it. That's going to plummet her down in the rank to the 4th place. But hey, 5 more series to go, 2 more positions to do.
After the first series of 5 shots, Sheng Chunwei from China has taken
0.7 of a difference.
followed by Samra 51.
Zhang really took a nice, comfortable lead here. Repkova is just 0.1 behind Samra. To be fair, Zhang did really crush it in qualification, shooting that 594. Her lowest series was 1 series in the standing position, a 98, meaning she only had 2 9s. All the rest were 10s. So probably expecting a lot from the finals.
Start.
Again, strong cheers from the crowd. 10.4 from Samra. Zhang hit a 9 now, a strong one. Let's see if she can get back into the center of the target. Samra now hits another 10. Looks like the athletes love to get that support. Hirata. She started off with a very strong 10. We can see it here, faded out a bit. And then a 9. Let's see if she comes back to a 10. Oh, hit a 8. Hirata nicely back into the 10. She climbed in the 3rd position, joining in with Brapkova, who shot a 10.9. .7 from Madalina now. She is climbing back up after that 9.0 in the last round. The crowd is enjoying Samra finishing in the 3rd position. See if Madalina will overturn that. Oh no, she falls down in the rank. And Brapkova takes a tie with the Indian athlete.
Stop. 6-minute changeover time, including sighting shots, begins now.
You heard it, it's 6 minutes of changeover, including sighting shots, meaning you want to get this done as fast as you can to have as much time in sighting as possible. They're going into the prone position now, the most comfortable one, but only I think if we're talking about the score, it can be a pretty uncomfortable position shooting a long time in that one. This is what it is now. Zhang in the lead. 0.3 of a difference. Hirata behind, and then Samra and Brapkova following, tying in the 3rd position. This is Istvan Penny. He was yesterday in the finals, winning the silver medal today, supporting his teammate Esther Denesh, the 21-year-old. They both won a silver together at the mixed team event for the 10-meter.
net changeover time has given to the athlete. In that time,
Looks like a tone of this competition for
them
them so far has been a silver
prepare
medal.
themselves
Maybe
take the next two
Danish
series of
changes that
competition.
today. Currently,
And that in the
she's not
same
in the
time they
best
have,
position, holding
including
the
the
8th
scientific
place,
also.
following both of the
So we are
Swiss
good guys.
athletes. But it's only been one position, only the kneeling position. And as I already mentioned, things go down in the standing position usually. That's where we find out who's made of what
As you see,
and
the
who's
goalkeeper
having maybe a
behind the
better
screen.
day than the rest.
So if they don't use that particular time of that accessory, so they are keeping in the box.
For minutes, they're rushing into their positions. Some deciding to shoot without the shooting trousers. Maybe it's more comfortable without all those belts as they're laying down. Tightening up the equipment a bit differently for each position. We're changing the butt plate, the cheek piece, front and back side, usually for the standing position. The hand rest. Some Madalena stats, we see that 9.1 in the first series in the kneeling position that put her down in the rank. So far she stayed there. Two more minutes. Zhang at the top of the rank. I'm a little curious how's it gonna go in the prone position. Usually there's not too many changes. The athletes do finish stably, but we'll see. I'm gonna let them have their minute to get in. So far, sighting shots have been looking pretty stable, close to the center. 10 or a strong 9. But nothing outside of that. The two Swiss athletes have not been doing as well as the men yesterday so far. But hey, there's still time. Samra. 21 years old. Most of the athletes are in their 20s. Madalena in the late 20s. Lapkova just only 30 years old now. So a very young crowd with the leading Zhang being only 19
For the
and
next
the youngest
ranking match
in the
series,
final.
load, start,
It's time. They have the least amount of time for the prone position, 2.5 minutes for each series of 5. This is going to go very quickly. And we'll go back to changeover time. This time it's going to be 8 minutes of changeover. Samna starting off with a 10-6, Brabkova with a 10-8. Stark and Madalina as well. The scores are already better. Danish is still figuring it out, but looks like she found her way. 10.7. Brabkova now started with a strong 10, now in the 10-3. Tied with Madalina in the second place. Now pushed down by Samra with that 10-4. While Zhang is just peacefully at the top, not really giving much opportunity to anybody else to reach her so far. Madalina might be getting closer, but Zhang hits a 10-6. And defends her leading position. Thirty more seconds, Hirata to finish with a 10.5. That puts her in the 5th position.
Fantastic. After shooting 53
There
points
she is.
by Madalina Sejan from USA, she has come up in rank 2, but still, Zhang Sheng from China is maintaining the lead with a score of 155.9. Now, difference between first and the second is decimal 6, and second and third is 1 point.
Let's see what happened after first prone position. The leading position has not changed. Madalina took the second, Brabkova behind, and then very closely the Czech and the Indian athlete. Only 0.1 of a difference. Danish might not be having a
for the
day.
next ranking match series, load,
1.4 behind the Swiss athlete at the bottom of the rank. Samra starting off with a 10.7. Look at those shots, but what happened there? Something happened with Madalina. What is that? She hit a 3.6. I have no idea how that happened. She's back in the 10, but she has definitely lost her chance in this finals. There's no coming back from that mistake. Yeah, that trigger pull on those rifles is very, very light. And being nervous, your heart beating is not helping out to make a mistake like this. That plummeted her down in the bottom of the rank. Danish is now in the 7th position. But I don't want to forget about the good shooting that's been going on. Zhang shooting mostly almost in the absolute middle of the target. Now, one of her lower scores is a 10-3. Brabkova currently in the 2nd position. as Madalina plummeted down, she took over. And Hits is coming, climbing up as well. Finishing off with a 10-4. I think she's going to be able to keep her second place so far. Miratov's been going around that 10, a little bit down and to the left, just enough to lose those couple of decimals you need.
Changeover time, including sighting shot, begins now.
After the 4th series and 20 shots.
Let's see, 20 shots. Yeah, we saw Madalina, but she climbed back up pretty nicely, actually. Only 3 points of a difference after hitting that 3. Wow, you do not see that very often. Zhang still leading now, even with a bigger of a difference, 2.8. Looks like she's marching to that gold medal match. Brabkova and then Samra, very happy are the Indian supporters here.
205.4, she's decimal 2 behind Samra and Stark Francisca from Switzerland.
So it's 8 minutes now.
She's decimal 4 behind.
Takes some mental strength for Madalina to
From Japan.
continue on. She knows that this is probably a lost case, but we'll see. We'll see. We're going into the standing position. Many things mostly happen here anyway. But let's look a little bit of a close-up of what happens in changeover time.
In that 8-minute changeover time, they have to change from to standing position, and in standing position, again they will shoot 2 series. The time for the standing position per series is 250 seconds. Now, as you have seen, in the pro position, athlete has removed the shooting trouser. Now they are waiting for the standing position and setting up their equipment again, preparing themselves to shoot for the standing. In that 8 minutes time, they have to warm up and set up the equipment also and do the sighting shot also.
Second.
Back in the shooting range, this is the TD of competition, the technical delegate on the right. And we see that can't even be shown on the graph of what happened with Sajent Madalina. Wow, 5th in Tokyo for this position, and now this happens at a World Cup. But hopefully a lesson learned. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. It's Serena. She has a bronze medal from this year's World Cup in Jakarta at the beginning of the year for the prone position, actually. Brabkova doing pretty well, holding that second position. I already said she did miss her place in the final in the last World Cup in Cairo. She was 9th. Now she was able to get in second to last in the final, only to now be holding that second position. Danish has been doing better in prone position, but her kneeling wasn't the best. Didn't let her climb up in the rank. So the 21-year-old currently holding the 7th position. The only one behind her is Madalina with that blimp that she had. And Zhang, I mean, the 19-year-old only has a team medal so far from the World Championship in Cairo last year for the 50-meter 3 position. And now she is just strongly holding that lead. Samra as well doesn't have an individual medal so far. But I guess the energy of the cheers help her as well to get in the first 3. Hirata not the most successful just yet, being in the 6th place. We'll see what happens in the standing position. She does have a bronze medal from the ISSF Grand Prix in Roche at the beginning of the year for the 10-meter air rifle. And so far, her best achievement is the 5th place in Cairo's World Cup for the 10-meter and the 5th place in Baku last year in the World Cup for the 50-meter discipline. The 22-year-old Swiss athlete. Both of them have been kind of glued to each other throughout the finals. Now holding the 5th and the 4th position. Stark and Hitz. Before we start with the standing position, this is what it looks like now. 2 more series in the standing before the decision of the 7th and the 8th place. Currently on the line are Esther Danish from Hungary and Sejin Madalina from USA.
For the next ranking match series, load start
4 minutes and 10 seconds for the 5 shots. They get the longest time, of course, in the standing position. It's the one that you can balance the least. "10 meters is not easy. Imagine what 50 meters must be like." Stark hitting a 10.7 in the beginning. Zhang starting amazingly with a 10.6, and the crowd is happy with Samara's 10.3, as it's really not a bad shot, especially in the standing position. Samra hits a 9.7. As her second shot. That's Stark. Samra and hits are now tied, both in the third position. Exactly the same amount of points so far. Zhang hits a 10.9. She's really building up that difference. And decides not to shoot the last shot just yet. Finishing up with a 10-6 Zhang. Samra 10-3, Brabkova 10-7. Let's see Hirata watching her aim. That's going to be a 10-3. She's been holding that sixth position for some time now. Actually, since Madalina went down to the bottom of the rank. Brabkova still firmly in the second position. It's not easy to try and catch up Zhang. Samra and Hirata still to shoot. And it's going to be a 10.0 for the last one. She split the Swiss athletes now, put herself in the fourth position. Hitz takes the third as Chuck stays in the fifth position. And let's look at that happen now. 2.9 of a difference. Zhang is really firmly in that lead. And Madalina has somehow succeeded to climb one place up.
And they are 1.1 behind the 6th ranked Shiori. Next series is going to decide the confirmed 7th and the 8th place for this 50-meter three-position event in Issf World Cup. Bhopal,
Just amazingly done. I really didn't think she would be able to climb even one ranking position up.
Start.
But she has one more series. And maybe climb one more place. And save herself from the first eliminations. After this round, we find out the 7th and the 8th place. Oh, hit starting with an 8. I think giving an opportunity to the Indian athlete to climb back up in the third position. Madalina has been in the circle of the 10 since that blip. Hirata hits an 8 as well. Things are getting serious. Hitz and Stark are back glued together in the 4th and the 5th position. And Madalina has succeeded to climb up in the 6th position. Really an evidence of it's not over till it's over, huh? Zhang had that 9, but she's back into 10.5. Now hits a 10.3. Rabkova still following her in the second position. And the Indian athlete successfully holding the third place. Now hitting a 9.4, that could cost her the position. Now Hirata plummeted down to the bottom of the rank. And there's just a couple of shots left. Before that first decision. Some 9s are showing up here. Hirata is last one to shoot. Oh, she finishes off with an 8.5.
Stop.
After the 30th shot, well played Marilina Sajan from USA. You are confirmed.
And look at that.
Place for this
Shiori Hirata winning the 8th place. Madalena fell down in the 7th position after there was a possibility for her to still stay in the finals. But 0.1 of a difference. Esther Denish was able to climb up and save herself, at least for now. That was 0.1 of a difference between the Hungarian and athlete from USA. But the differences are getting higher and higher between Zhang and Brabkova and Samra. But we saw big blips can happen, so it's not just yet over.
For the next ranking match series, load, start.
Another series, another chance. Now for the 5th and the 6th position. And the Swiss athletes are currently tied behind Samra. And she starts off with a 10.6, promising to keep her 3rd place. Denish has been struggling in the finals today. Now back in the center. I think she's 2 points away. But looks like that 10.6 really helped out. As Stark and Hitz both hit an 8 and fall down to the bottom of the rank. That's just what happens in the standing position. Can't really expect things not to turn around. Although Zhang hasn't really been showing any signs of weakness or a potential to let her lead and give it to somebody else. That's Mary Carolyn Tucker. She won the silver medal for the 10-meter air rifle on the left. Now watching the 50-meter final. She was 19th in qualification, did not get to qualify for the finals this time. But things are happening here. Stark hits a 9.1. Not what the Swiss had hoped for. Samna's last one to shoot, currently holding the 3rd position. As she hits a 9.0.
After the 35 shots,
It's a bit of a disappointment from the stands.
from Switzerland, you are
But looks like
congratulations, his Serena.
Danish might not be having the best day talking about result-wise. But she definitely found her way to end up in the first 4 at this World Cup as Franziska Stark takes the 6th place from Switzerland. Both of the Swiss athletes, yeah, they were just glued to each other throughout the finals, and then now in the end falling out of the finals together. Serena hits the 22-year-old. Wins the 5th place, and now this is what it is. Danish successfully climbed up the rank and is now only 1 point behind Samra, while Brabkova and Zhang are holding the 2 positions in the lead and marching to the gold medal match. It looks like this round might be a battle for the bronze between the Indian and the Hungarian athlete. Then starting off with a 9.3, she's gonna have to do better than that if she wants to climb the podium. Samra with a 9.5, Brabkova not giving her 2nd position away. Not even close with a 10.8. Zhang hitting a 10.4. Let's see if Danish finds that center. Finger on the trigger. Pull into a 9.2. Samra hits a 9.6, making the difference a bit stronger than that 1 point from the beginning of the series. Zhang in a 10.6. I mean, the shooting from these two giving a good trailer for an interesting gold medal match, I think. Danish is losing her opportunity shot by shot. Samra is not doing well, but she's doing better. Danish can now only hope for a bit of an error first from the Indian athlete to maybe climb up to the 3rd position. But Samra is not going to do that. She hits a 10.4. and strengthens her third place. With only one more shot left, a solid 9 is going to be enough for the Indian athlete to finish on the podium. It was an interesting final for Danish, that's for sure. Finishing off with a 10.6. She's going to keep her position in the third place. We're still waiting for Brabkova to wrap it up. She has one more minute, one last shot. And it's a 10.5.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, well played, Danish Esther from Hungary. You are confirmed fourth rank for this 50 meter rifle position.
Fourth place.
Congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen,
She came a long way from that 8th place in the beginning. Had a chance for the bronze, but Issf Kaur Samra from India didn't let that happen. This is her first individual medal with the support here from home. The 21-year-old wins the bronze. And leaves Zhang and Brabkova in the battle for gold.
They have now already maintained in the same lane, and they will both play now medal match. In medal match consists of both the athlete firing a series of single shot on command in a time of 50 seconds per shot. Score are zeroed after the ranking match. Athlete firing the standing position. Points are awarded according to the score after each shot. Highest.
Zhang was already in the finals for the 10-meter air rifle mixed team event with Yu Hanan. They actually lost to India's team, and she didn't get to win a medal that day. Today she's definitely winning a medal. Just this gold medal match is going to decide which one. She's been holding the top of that lead throughout the whole finals. Her qualification was exceptional.
For the first medal match shot.
Well, not everybody loves the camera, right? And the gold medal match starts. 50 seconds on the clock, single shots. The better score wins the athlete 2 points. If they're tied, they each win 1 point. First to get to 16 wins the gold. Zhang hits a 9.4, gives an opportunity to Brabkova to take the first lead as she hits a 10.1, a thin 10, but a strong one to get her the first lead. The final for the 50-meter three-position women of this ISSF World Cup here in Bhopal, India.
For the next medal match shot, load, start.
These women have shot 60 shots in qualification. Now 10 more again in the kneeling, 10 in the prone and the standing. What is it? A 10.0 for both of them.
Both the shooter has shot 10.0, so 1 point each.
Tied, and Both win 1 point.
Aneta from Czech Republic.
It's already been a long day for them. But it's time for
the next middle match shot, load,
the highest concentration right now.
start,
So it's basically not just a technical discipline. It also needs endurance to be able to finish this final. 10.6 from Zhang. Noon has passed here in Bhopal. 9.8 from Brabkova. Looks like it's going to be a tie
10.6 by Shen Goe from China.
in the total score. 3 points each.
3 each.
Yeah, Noon has passed here in Bhopal, and these women have already shot more than 100 shots in 3 different positions.
middle match shot, load, start,
9.8. Another opportunity for Brabkova to take the lead. She hits a 10.8. I was gonna say almost a perfect shot, but come on, that's a perfect shot. Standing position for the 50-meter
Aneta.
in a gold medal match.
1 point now, so 2 point goes to Aneta from Czech Republic. Score 5-3 in favor of Aneta.
Brabkova takes
from Czech Republic.
back the lead.
for the next middle match shot, load, start,
Let's see Zhang's response. She is the first one to shoot in this duel. .9, another opportunity for Brabkova to snatch 2 more points. And luck will decide this time. 0.1 of a difference only.
Aneta. So Aneta.
Just enough to win 2 points here.
Shen Goe 3 points.
3-7 in favor of the Czech athlete.
for the next middle match shot, load, start,
10.4 from Zhang. It's not the easiest thing shooting against the Chinese athletes in this competition. We've seen the results that they've been having. Brabkova felt this one. She nodded her head no as soon as the bullet flew out,
2 point goes to Shen Goe China. But
losing this round.
the leader is Aneta from Czech Republic.
It's not really that Zhang gave her
7-5.
a lot of space of an opportunity in this round, so it's maybe not the worst. And if anywhere, shooting a bad shot like this, it's best to do it
load,
when it's only round per round that counts. .1. 10.1 from Vrapkova as well. Second time in this gold medal match for them to be tied 6-8. Vrapkova is halfway there to get to 16.
Czech Republic.
For the next medal match shot, load, start.
The 19-year-old only has one medal, and that's from the World Championship last year in Cairo for the 50-meter three-position team event. Lost the opportunity for a mixed team. Ah, look at that now, a 0.1 of a difference in favor of Zhang. 2 points go to her, and they are tied in the 8th series, halfway to 16, both of them. So this is not really a familiar situation for Zhang. But it looks like she's finding herself and her way in this gold medal match. .3. And a 9.6 from Vrapkova.
This time, Shang Shui from China.
That's going to be
has taken 2 more points
taking
off
over the lead from Zhang, and looks like Vrapkova wants a timeout.
Timeout requested by Team Czech.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you
Again,
before,
to hydrate
any athlete or
is
coach
really important,
has the
but
privilege
also
to go and talk to the athlete in the FOP
they
area
have been
and
shooting
give them
for,
some tips and
I'd say, an hour now.
the time limit for this timeout is 1 minute.
And a minute of a timeout
Athlete or coach from the other country
could
also
be
take the advantage
used
of
very
that.
well. Vrapkova has a
This is for your information.
long list of competitions she's been to. European Championship medal from last year in Wrocław with her team. So she's been to World Cups and in some finals so far. And even though she has more experience than Zhang, they're kind of similar here.
For the next medal match shot, load, start.
This is an opportunity, a wonderful opportunity for both of them to put themselves on the top of a podium, to win a gold medal. So I really can't tell who's more nervous here. Zhang hits a 10.5, and Vrapkova comes in with a 10.1, letting Zhang take
10.5
2 more points
from China.
and come to a bit of a more comfortable lead.
12-8 in favor of Sheng Shui from China.
For the next medal
Zhang
match
is
shot,
2 rounds behind.
start.
10.4. Might just get you there. Rabkova always chooses to shoot second.
After this medal
That's
match,
not going to be enough.
2 point goes to
She is still halfway there to 16, but Zhang is on the verge. She is at match point.
Gentlemen, match point for Shen Chongge from China.
For the next medal match shot, load,
Potentially the last one.
start,
And I just figured it was the youngest one and the oldest one of the final competing for the gold medal. In the end, Zhang gets a 10.6. In a crucial moment like this, Rabkova is gonna have to do more than that to fight back, as she hits a 9.2 and lets Zhang match point this 50-meter rifle three-position event for women 19 years old. Zhongyue Zhang from China.
At Bhopal, India 2020.
Gotta hand it out to her. She did have an exceptional qualification score of 594.
Congratulations, Issf from India.
She was far in the lead throughout the whole final. Brabkova tried here, but in the end, it's the silver
India goes
for the athlete from Czech Republic. Aneta Brabkova gets to go home with a smile on her face as well, I am sure. And the bronze medalist, Sivska Samra. I'm gonna try and come to the athletes, maybe. But this is the final, end of the final. Thank you for watching. What a finish with a perfect shot. The center of the target for his match point at the ISSF World Cup.
rapid-fire pistol men will now take place. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the 50-meter free position rifle women will now take place. The medals will be presented by Mrs. Dipti Gaur Mukherjee, Principal Secretary, Sports and Youth Welfare Department, Government of Madhya Pradesh. She is accompanied by the distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Kunwar Sultan Singh, Secretary General, National Rifle Association of India. The bronze medal representing India goes to Kunwar Sultan. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for a round of applause for the 50-meter rifle women bronze medal winner. Now I would request the chief guest, Mrs. Dipti Gaur Mukherjee, to please come forward and present the bronze medal to our winner. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Mr. Kunwar Sultan Singh to please come forward and present the bouquet to the bronze medal winner. Thank you, sir. The silver medal representing Czech Republic goes to Anita Baksova. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for a round of applause for the 50-meter rifle three positions women silver medalist. Now I would request the chief guest, Mrs. Dipti Gaur Mukherjee, to please come forward and present the silver medal to the winner. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Mr. Kunwar Sultan Singh to please come forward and present the bouquet to the silver medal winner. Thank you, sir. And the gold medal representing China goes to Chong Ye-shin. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for a round of applause for the 50-meter rifle three positions women gold medalists. Now I will request the chief guest, Mrs. Dipti Gaur Mukherjee, to please come forward and present the gold medal to the winner. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Mr. Kunwar Sultan Singh to please come forward and present the bouquet to the gold medal winner. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of China. I will now request Mr. M. Rajendra Singh, President, Manipur Rifle Association, to kindly come forward and present a memento on behalf of the organizing committee of the ISSF World Cup Rifle and Pistol events at Bhopal, India 2023 to the chief guest, Mrs. Dipti Gaur Mukherjee. Thank you, sir. I would request Mr. M. Rajendra Singh to also please present the memento to the distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Kuwar Sultan Singh.